Hey guys, it's Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to this second part of this two-part video breaking down tap breaks from Anything Goes Broadway revivals. So last week I did a tap break from the 2011 revival with choreography from Kathleen Marshall, which she did get a Tony for, and I think I forgot to say that. And this week I'm breaking down a tap break from the 1987 revival choreographed by Michael Smuin, which he also got a Tony for. So these are just samplings of tap breaks from these two Broadway revivals. And I just wanted to do it to show how two different choreographers came at it from two totally different visions. I think that's always fun to see how different choreographers do different things. And today I'm going to have to break down some different steps because last week's tap break was just straight tap. And I had already covered a lot of those in tap videos of mine, previous tap videos of mine. But since Michael Smuin's choreography covers some dance steps that I haven't broken down in other videos, this might take a little bit longer. But we're going to have fun either way. So anything goes. Told you I'd finish that song this week. All right. Alrighty, so this one starts with 8 running flaps starting to your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're already up on the balls of your feet. And we're going to also start with back essence. He has back essence in his too. And that is starting with your right. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Now we're going to do 2 ball changes starting with your left. 7 and 8. Then you're already there. He's going to start with back essence again with your left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Repeats again 2 more times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Then this next part. Now, for the 2011 version, I could pick an easy clip that was just the melody of Anything Goes. You know, in olden days, a glimpse of time. Orchestration was completely different here. And on this next little part, I guess it's the way the music went. It was like, there's no way you could count that in 8s. It's, I mean, I just couldn't figure out a way he could count that in 8s. And so it ended up being counts of 5. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And because that's just not an 8 count. So he does 2 trenches, step 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 and. It's just the way it laid out with the music, guys. So step, trench, and I do have trenches broken down in a video where I do a combo, just a little combo from Newsies, King of New York. But I just made that one up. That's not original Broadway choreography. So it's, you step out for the trench, step out, step, twist, twist on 4 and 5. And you do 3 of those. So 1, 2, step 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then, it is just 2 counts of 8 of straight trenches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then, he has a funky little variation of a time step. It starts out just like a regular single time step, but instead of that last stomp, you do a dig. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. But then it goes into paradiddles. And on that last, and then you do a touch back toe. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Kind of funky counts there. But that's what he did. Best as I could see. I mean, I'm getting this from the Tonys, watching it from the Tonys. So you know, they cut away from angles, and I'm trying to watch the best tapper, but that's what I could tell with the music and the counts of 8. I am almost positive this is what they're doing. So it's single time step into paradiddle, paradiddle, touchback. Then it repeats on the other foot. Paradiddle, paradiddle, touchback, single time step, paradiddle, paradiddle. That's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. That's how it goes. And they're doing it really fast. Like this, these feet are flying. They're going at record pace with this tap. This tap break was super fast. Then from there, they just do 3 step backs, and their hands are, I mean, I'll do arms later, but for now it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From there, maybe I ought to review before I go on. Okay, so you start with flaps. We're starting with your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're there. You're already up on your toes. You start with the back essence into the ball changes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Weird little trenches. 1, 2 step, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 16 trenches, or 2 counts of 8 of trenches. Jam and a mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're here for the time step variation, which is what I'm going to call it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Sorry, gotta scoot up. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. All right, from here, going on. These are maxi Ford turns. Now, I do have a video breaking down a maxi Ford, just a plain maxi Ford. I also have one breaking down a maxi Ford with a pullback, but this is just a plain old maxi Ford. But I don't have one breaking down a maxi Ford turn, which is what he's going to do. But just a maxi Ford is step, shuffle, hop, toe, step, shuffle, hop, toe. So when you turn that, it's the hop, toe that propels you around. So you've got a step, and when you do maxi Fords in a turn, you've got to think of like an invisible line that you're going to be traveling on. And every time you hit that next maxi Ford, it's like this toe has to hit that line every time so that you're not like wandering off, you know. You've got to hit this so that your turns come around and you hit that toe back here. And then you step on to the next one. But in between each one, he adds a dance turn. Meaning that he does the maxi Ford turn, which is step, shuffle, jump, toe. And then the first one, he does an attitude turn. So an attitude, that position in ballet or jazz, it's like a nice 90-degree angle. Got to have that hip placement. It's not this. You're not turning that in like that. You bring that hip out and you bring that leg out and you point that foot. And so after the maxi forward, you step out and you do an attitude turn. And then you're there for the next maxi forward turn. Now he does 2 of those in a row. Maxi forward turn, attitude turn, maxi forward turn, attitude turn. I'm cutting one of those because I don't have room to do it, but that's what he does. Then he does a third maxi forward turn, into a pirouette, an inside pirouette. Now, I have another video breaking down pirouettes, but a pirouette, you start with a plie and go into your pirouette. Now, for a good pirouette, you got to have this leg stick to that knee. An outside pirouette turns clockwise, and inside pirouette turns counterclockwise. That's what he does. He does an inside pirouette, and then he finishes the number. Well, until he finishes that segment of the number, and then Patti LuPone starts singing, and it's all wonderful, and then they finish the dance. So that's it. That's the tap break. So just that segment, after the drawbacks, or not tap drawbacks, after just the step backs, he starts into the, you're here, he starts into the maxi forward turns, attitude turn, then another maxi forward turn into an inside pirouette, ta-da! And there you go. All right, so going back to the beginning, starting with the running flaps on your right foot. The arms are, for girls, it's just showy, hands are flexed. For guys, it's just, they're sailors in this, so it's just comfortable arms, you know, and hands, just like if you're running. So it's 8 counts of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into the back essence. 1, and they just sway. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Sorry, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Now on the ball changes, they're going to do a loop. 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Sorry. So it's just one big circle on that. And then it starts again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 6 and 7 and 8. The weird little trenches. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Then into 8 counts, or 2 counts of 8 of trenches, which I'm going to mark again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're here for the time steps, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, and 8. The hands just go back on that, and you're low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. They don't shimmy up. I'm doing that because I got to go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, maxi forwards with the attitude turn. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They do another one if you want to, but I'm going into the one with the pirouette. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There you go. That is the 1987 tap break choreographed by Michael Smuin, broken down. I hope you liked that. I love both of them. I couldn't really tell you which one I liked better. I think they're both great. They're both award-winning choreography. They're both fun. It's like comparing apples and oranges. I just love Broadway choreography, so I try to break it down. I know sometimes when I look at it or people just do it really fast, I'm like, what is that? You know? And then I'm thinking, I wish somebody would just, teach me that or break it down. And so that's what I try to do for you guys. I just try to break it down. Hence the name of my channel, Broadway Breakdown. All right, subscribe to my channel. Give it a thumbs up if you like this. And I'll see you in the next.